Right, hopefully we do be live and we won't have any issues today. He says, hopefully, I guess. Oh, I'll need to pause this second. Yeah, there we go. We are live, that confirms it. Happy days. How's it going, folks? Welcome to the stream. 'Tis Sunday, which means No Man's Sky. And today we're going to be trying to basically get the best S-Class Vulture that we can. We're going to even be checking the save file to see the stats. And Shadaisy. Sorry, I'm just finishing up setup. My original plan for today, it was a little different, but wasn't going to be able to do it properly today, so we switched up to this, which I also want to do. Obtaining the perfect vulture. Everyone. Share. Cool, everything looks like it's actually working today, which is good. Publish. Lovely. So yeah, how's it going, folks? Hope you're all having a swish friggin' weekend-a-rooney. So, someone else built a... Oh, I was thinking this was the secondary planet. So where is this? Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Did we not complete the expedition on Barry Bratwest? It would appear not. Okay. No. Then we're going to have to use a different save to get the Vulture. All good. So I'll beat the meetup hotel booked. Hells yeah, man. Are you coming to the meetup this year, chum? I'm definitely hoping so. That's really my intention. I don't know for 100% that I can yet, but I'm very much hoping so. After going like the first year I went, it was like I need to come to this every year. It's awesome. It's great, just chill and chat with everyone. Your game was that's it, yeah. Shabby doo. Damn it! I've got Barry Bratwurst in the thumbnail as well. We'll have to do it on... Well, we could do it on the Permadoom. Let's do the Permadoom. Ego! Bid the meetup till it do. And... Hello, Travis. Yo, Leonard. How's it going, man? Shadays to you, Captain Steve Rooney, of course. Seriously Gaming Yo-Yo. Peter Stark. How's it going? Swish Adolf. So, here, this one we completed and we got, I think, 3. So we got like one of each of the items. I think we're only able to get 3 vultures, unfortunately. Man, this is just... Oh! I can't do it on this one either. I don't have... Oh, wait a minute. I think this might be the save where we obtained the S-Class thing, so I might be able to do it on this one. Let's find out. Bloody hell. First, let's empty a bit of this inventory because that's getting a bit ridiculous. Just pop to the base, pop in some stuff in the storage, and then pop to the anomaly and see if we can obtain it from the thing. If not, it might be better. Right, so we're going to the normal mode one. What a start. So yeah, basically for that one, I didn't have that many nanites and it cost 7,500 per vulture. So it's quite expensive, which means I only was able to afford 3 vultures, so I only got the parts for 3. And because my reputation on the save isn't that high, the S-Class reactor is like a little more than I have in nanites. I did get one during the expedition on that save, but I can't recall if I need to end the expedition to obtain those things, which means I could not get any more vultures. So that's basically the reasoning. However, I did complete it on launch day save, so we can find it on there. Economy strength does affect the outcome. Not sure if system race has influence. So the economy strength does affect the outcome. How do you know this? What is your what's your evidence for this, if you don't mind me asking? It's purely so I can understand why that would be the case. Right. Shabba. Wait, why do I not have a ship here? I haven't completed on this one. What the frick? Which is the one where I bought 9 vultures then? Parts. Well, we're going to find out soon. Think here to you found a great system to construct a vulture with 4 boosted slots together. Oh, hells yeah. Depending on the save, I don't mind going specifically to that one. It's going to either be Gek Panda or Next Survival. Let's try Next Survival. How are you redoing Adrift? I'm not redoing Adrift. What do you mean? Oh, do you mean to get more vultures? You don't need to redo it. You can get as many as you want or as many as you have nanites to afford from doing it once. I'm seeing if this is the one. I'm not seeing any vulture parts here. I do have 3 vultures there. I don't understand. Guess let's check the other save that's there that I haven't checked yet. My goodness. Just still running it until the 15th of July. Pardon. See, as you can tell, this I wasn't fully prepared for this one. My intention was previously a different subject for today's stream. But I completely can't go back. No, you make copies of your ship. I'm currently on the expedition on this save. Let's pop to primary save. Eggs, that's saved. If you want to switch to primary save location, you can return to expedition any time for the terminal, blah, blah. So you can I better be able to return, dang it. I think they stopped doing that thing where it stops you 24 hours prior. I'm not 100% sure. And just quickly, while I remember, making a backup of my save. Documents. NMS saves, 2024. It's the date today, 7th of 7th. Sweet. Backup made. Happy days. Just in case anything messes up. So, do I have them on this one? I don't understand what's going on. Where is my save that had the 9 vultures? This game very annoying. Start a new save, run again, but you can claim multiple. So, or swap to creative to get free. Yeah. So if you, so I don't know for sure because I haven't done it yet whether once you've actually clicked to end the expedition, you can do it. But see, you can create starship. So if you copy this vulture here. Why does this cost... Oh, because the other one's a permadeath. That's why it costs 7,500 per one. Man, no wonder it was so expensive. I thought it was only 2,000 something. So, I can buy this vulture. I can copy it. And because I have space left in my ship slots, I can copy it again. I can keep copying this for as many slots as I have. I can then dismantle them to get the parts, then copy more. That's how you get as many as you want. Until when can we do this expedition? I still have to start it. Oh, so yeah, as Captain Steve just said there, it's the 15th of July it will end. So you'll want to get on it soon. So you basically just got a week left. Obviously, if you need a step-by-step guide to get it done quickly, there is one on this channel. And I hear it's like worked well, so until when sorry, right now I have a ton of Vulture parts if anyone needs. Really can't go back to thanks, just dropped it, so must have missed it. Hells yeah. Right, so I need to find the save. What's going on with this? I thought it was my normal mode, but I haven't completed on my normal mode. That one's still in Omega. So anything from here below, it can't be. It's got to be one of these. So launch day, next survival, permadeath, Barry, or Gek Panda. I would have thought it was either Gek Panda or Permadoom. We've already checked those though. It was the one I did the speedy one on, I believe. Which I think was this one. Let's just check it again. My goodness, it's getting ridiculous. Are they going to bring back the old expeditions, or is that a community wishlist thing? There are sort of... Data mining has pointed towards it at least being an option, as far as I know. I don't know for sure, though. I don't think anyone knows 100%. But the functionality appears to be at least somewhat present.
In the shower head, huh?
Did you?
Did you? If it happens again, I will wait in my SUV. Blast me some speed metal. 5.1 surround sound, heavy on the bass. And someone will be getting mowed down. Oh.
So, I've got 2 Iron Vultures. 2 Iron Vulture wings. And 1 Iron Vulture engine. This must be the save. Then I've got another Iron Vulture there that has nothing in it. Yep, nothing in it. So let's scrap this. Begin salvage. Blue with engines. Okay, so now we have...
Afternoon, everybody.
No. So where were those parts? I'm guessing they're in the hidden slots. So some saves after one of the updates have hidden slots. And things can automatically go into them, but you can't access them without like looking for them from a different way. So how would I... So if I go into here, should be able to find them and then bring them out. But as you can see, we can't see them anywhere here. So basically there are from... Basically I think it's a mix-up of saves being... what's the word? Kind of... like when saves have changed over the years of them updating the game. Some reason some saves have some hidden cargo slots that we can no longer see, but they can still be accessed in some ways. Yo, A-Train, how's it going, man? And this is one way to access it. And you've seen all my inventories now. You know there's nothing visible there. There's no there's no matter beam on here. Oh, I've got a matter beam, but there's no storage built on here. So I can't access any things that I can access. You can see here, and there's nothing there. So, but if I go to transfer items, and we can see that it's in my exosuit. We have our items. So that's a weird thing. Do I have a reactor? I've got 2 hyperdrive modules not stacked. Silly. 3 not stacked. What the frick? Is that from each destruction? It just hasn't stacked them. Potentially. Right. So let's. So Captain Steve, where can I find this 4 slot that Ricey has found. I'll keep that on the side, and if we don't find a good one relatively quickly, we'll I think we'll go for that. Then we can start building up in the stream. So we should be in. This is a yakisoba. Oh, I'm guessing maybe I just hadn't done much on this save since they reevaluated slot stacking with certain things. That could be the case. So many friggin' storm crystals and stuff. I might as well make a couple of these. Oh, I'm gonna eat antimatter. Gonna make 3, but I'll release that stack. There we go. I'd like, so I can fit them in here now. Let's make some room real quick. This is getting ridiculous. Can't remember what freighter I have on this save. Oh yeah, Age of Freitorius. What is it? This is the something of the Age of Freitorius. Age of Freitorius. There's always some weird song behind every name I give something in this game. Can't remember why I called that yakisoba either. Ooh. Oh, this is the dawning, that's it. This is the dawning of the Age of Freitorius. Bloody hell. It's a years old reference. So let's call him a freighter. Hi-oh. Where do I put my straw? Ah, there it is. I have straw for my G fuel. I'm one of those things, I always have to check in the straw every time I pick one up. Yes, this is a boba straw, but I don't use it for boba. I even have some of the tapioca pearls, like in a big bag. I've never opened the bag. Isn't that hairspray? Just dawn. Oh, what is he? Is he supposed to be just dawn? So like, this is the dawn of the age of something. I could not think anything but Freitorius now. Oh, Aquarius. Okay. Freitorius is better. I'm convinced. Right. Ooh. Let's have a look at these shippies. Ooh, we have a Talon over there. I assume that is called Talon. I can't see from here. I have to find out. Did I call him Talon because he's red? Talon, I did. Hell yeah. Boss game, yo. Freitorius is way better. Hello, how's the hunt going? Yo, Kit Flame. Man, it took us a sec. It's not currently fully going. We're just emptying some slots at the moment. So, for some reason, I couldn't access. Can I access it now? I can. So why couldn't I access it before? I had the matter beam. Oh, it wasn't in the system, that's why. Oh, look how neat this is. Oh. Clearly, I haven't been on here on this save since the storages were upgraded. Ooh, I do have a bunch of things here. Nice. Factory overrides and everything. Right, so... Oh, good lord. Where does this go? Okay, there is one for it. Tokens. So let's just have it over here. If I put that there, will it put it in the one that has it already? Let's find out. I think it should. Yes, it did. I mean, it wasn't in the nice, neat slots, but the game doesn't know how I want them. Okay, this is good. So we'll have to. This is brains and shiz. Ah, there you sausage. There. We'll have 2 slots for each of these. Don't need 2 slots for these. Or actually, if I get too invested in the perfect friggin' layouts in here, I'll never leave. Also, there's no way I need full rows for all of these. Storage augment. So, like, I might need 2 for that. I have a bunch in here. I have to pick up the ones that skipped to the wrong one after. We could also spend all of those on somewhat random looking thingamadudes. And yeah, no. So yeah, it sent some of them because there wasn't any in these. This is more than, so there's 6 different types that we have at the moment. So maybe exosuit, multiple, salvaged, cargo. Yeah, we don't. I'm not organising all this right now. I have so much technology in here, it's ridiculous. Ooh, I'll definitely have locations for these. So let's send 1 of each, and then we'll see if we can organise it. Until I'm to, mostly organise it. I mean, should I even keep these? Should I just refine these? Yeah, these didn't have a place. They did, so why don't they go in there? That's weird. I haven't named a lot of these, so it's a bit meh. So yeah, there was space for crops. Okay, previously I'd done a row and a bit for each one, so now, I guess. That there. This can go here, this will go there, this will go there, this will go here. It's big enough now, giggity. There we go, much neater. And Shadaisy. Send the rest of that over. And we've got a bunch of slots now, so we should be pretty much good. Weirdly, I really enjoy sorting inventories. I don't know what it is, but I love organising things. However, I doubt you guys love watching me organise things as much as I love doing it. So, okay, too fair. So, I won't be doing this all day. Oh, look how messy that is. Think of how nice it'd look if it was all cleaned up. And is that everything? Almost. Cool. Yeah, that's neat. Maybe that's it. My high school theatre teacher tortured us with it. What's that? Musical Hair. I think I stopped gambling down from 1.6 to 1.4. No! No, you are correct. It's just a dawning. The age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. How's the hunt going? Right, so yeah. Right, we can get back to the hunt now. Fruity Mooch. I do actually seem to have a load of scrap on me, but that might have been literally from scrapping. But that can be useful for getting certain things. So as long as it's not in the way, we'll keep that for the moment. Yo, Swordman, thank you, dude. Hashtag at 07, the mighty friggin' sword. Thank you, man. It's very kind of you. Hope you're having a frigging swish week. Or end your week, even. I should have a teleporter on here, I was just thinking. Actually, it doesn't matter. We've got loads of stuff outside we can do. So we'll start checking the... item management is relaxing right up until you have to do it again 5 minutes later because you picked up more stuff. I like picking up stuff and putting it away neatly if there's a place for it. Like, I'm very much a place for everything in its place type of guy. So like, I just like, if something doesn't have a specified location, like, it really bothers me. It's like, well, why do I have this if I can't even put it somewhere properly? And yeah, I think I have a low tolerance for mess. So like, sensitive to disgust, I think it's referred to psychologically. What have I got in this ship? Do I still have the parts? I do, so let's quickly send those parts to the exosuit. And we can use a different ship. Yo, Bruce, what up? Going on, buddy? Come on, everybody, let me get a little clap. I don't know why it's still in my head. Oh yeah, I haven't used this ship in ages. Dance of the Arukai. Or Aruka. Aruki? Oraki. No. Is this ship still good? Holy crap, look at all that. So yeah, I clearly haven't done anything with it since it switched. Well, it doesn't even have... Oh, it does have them there, but they're there. And it's... Its supercharged aren't horrible. Do we even have a sublight? It appears I haven't played this game, this save, since sublight amplifiers were added. Interesting. So it's an interesting phenomenon in the world of psychology. Yeah, I can imagine it is. Like, well, I imagine the very base of it is that it's a protective thing from things that may be harmful to you, I'd have thought. So, like, the disgust of, say, a corpse might be that you feared the disease. And then that seems like the naturally logical reason to be disgusted of that. The disgust of, say, old food. Again, pathogens, and like, it's not good for you, so don't eat it, be disgusted by it. Don't go near it. Yeah. Don't want to shoot in that. Case in point, I'm disgusted by how disorganized my items are, and I kind of want to sell everything and start clean with only grinding for and keeping things I need. So, the only logical thing I can think of right off the cuff with that, and like the disgust of mess. So, disgust of mess in real life makes sense because of things like maybe places for rodents to hide or something, you know. So, you're disgusted by a big mess because it's connected at least to dirty in some way. However, in a world like this, the only logical thing I can think of is that it would be... The negative thing is that it makes it hard to find things and therefore wastes your time. But I'm not sure if that's actually where it's coming from. It's probably just that the way we think and stuff didn't evolve for a virtual computer game. So disgust in the computer game, like a mess in the computer game, is treated the same as it would be in real life because, you know, we didn't evolve with this. So that's maybe something, I don't know. It is an interesting subject. When it comes to this, I need to get a core. We've got 17 nanites left. Can still create more. 17k, I should say. Copy another one, because why not? Can I copy more? Okay, that means I'm full on ships. Let's put me in that, so I'm going to switch back to the other. Yeah, that ship, by the way, this Explorer, I found that thanks to Funniums, is actually the one who discovered it. And he discovered it in the UAS, one of the UAS systems in Euclid, like just before we even went live with the UAS. It was like super early, and he found this amazing Explorer S-Class with like really good hyperdrive range at the time. It's because of this hurricane looming in the Gulf. Oh no. Kissing point, I'm disgusted with head. Oh, in a way, NMS reflects who we are, maybe. Florida checking in. Are you getting hit by the cane? So yeah, I don't know much about what's happening with Florida or hurricanes and stuff. Is everything okay? Is there a big hurricane coming in? I mean, I used to watch this channel. Channel. It's got cigar in the name because it was a channel about basically reviewing cigars, and they were really like relaxing videos. It was just this older dude who was enjoying retirement in Florida, and he likes a cigar. So like he would just, whenever he had a cigar, he'd like film himself and he'd kind of describe the flavors and stuff, and just it would just be like a super chilled out like video of this dude smoking a cigar and stuff, and just chatting about things as well as the cigar itself. And I remember one of the times he was having a cigar. It's like, yeah, there's a hurricane on the way. It's just like we're not going, but we are taking some serious measures. I think like a load of people had been told to evacuate, like because where he's on right at the he's in the very exposed part. I think it hooks down, doesn't it? Well, for you it would be this way, I think, with the mainland being that way. And I think he was, you know, on the lower part of that hook. It was fine, but I think he had to use generators and stuff. Space station robots in disguise. Every time that system just makes me think of Paul Gray from Slipknot. Hunker down and be safe. Been through many hurricanes of fun. I think I have a cat 3. Ticking Texas, Florida gets a pass this time. The first band is hitting us now. Oof. Yeah, I assume you've taken whatever measures need to be taken. Alright, we need to get a reactor. Reactor. What up, dog? Need a reactor off you there, buddy. What that deuce? Wait, I haven't seen Sword say anything. He normally jumps in and say hi after. I hope if you're listening, Sword, I hope you're okay, man. Hope you're doing awesomely, and thank you again. Texas, Florida, hunker down. Well, anything. Right, Shabba. So these. Okay, this isn't. Yeah, my discount 50%. It's not the best, but it'll do. Oh, the other one was a Permadeath. No wonder I couldn't afford it. So we'll grab that. This is dawning of the age of Fredorius. Right, let's start checking. Checkity check yourself before you kill. Oh, I already had one. Are you oh, son of a bitch. Well, now I've got to. Now, one thing that's a problem. I'll have to reload the save if I want to check the stats. For starters, we can just check the the supercharged slot, because that's a main thing, if anything. Proot and mooch. Do 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 do. This is Terminus. Oh yeah, so was anything ever said about the oh, so it's contradicted effects. Built a fighter based on Scottish Rod's demo. That didn't really... This is if MT Amakan, if you are still listening, I'm not sure how that proves that economy strength does affect it. The stats from creating, unless I'm misunderstanding you. Right. So I was thinking, I think I was originally going... Oh, I was originally going to only to systems with high economy, just in case, but I don't know if that's actually a thing. Oh, booming. So, Casadia. Casadia? You don't tell me why I can't start an expedition from the last expedition save that was converted to a normal save. Is it... Are you trying to start the same expedition on that save? Because that makes sense, you can't do that. You're only supposed to be able to do the expedition once per save. Like each expedition. If it was a save from like the Omega or something, there should be no problem. But yeah, so yeah, if it's the same one, then yeah, that'll be an issue. Let's test this one. Oh! That's an interesting shape. Holy crap. Okay. That could be really useful. It's not perfect though. So right, what I'm looking for is not a cube. I would be happy with a cube. However, the perfect one for me is not a cube. Perfect one for me actually has two of these separate from the other two. Now, diagonally is something I want from one of the sets of two, because that's the perfect way to get the highest pulse drive power with the least slots. You can still benefit the same from a cube because you've still got those like diagonal ones. Now the reason for this is that I want the sublight amplifier in this one that has access around all four sides. I then want the main core module in the other one. The main core module is a lesser module, so if it's touching anything, it will only give a lesser adjacency bonus. Meaning that if I want to maximize the pulse drive power, which is what I do want to do, those two modules, the core module and the sublight amplifier, are the only ones that have that stat on them. So the only ones that can be boosted to get that. As the main core module is a lesser module, it cannot be boosted itself. But the sublight amplifier can. So, just to reiterate, because this is a lesser module, not only can it not gain a boot bonus itself from anything but another lesser module, it can't from all the greater, and every other module for pulse engines is a greater. So that cannot gain it, and it can only give a lesser to all the other modules in that group. So you want the sublight amplifier in the middle, you want every other greater module touching it on each other side. You'll have an extra one, you'll have 5 more greater modules if you have the photonics core. And then you want the pulse engine here, because that will still give a lesser module to these other two greater modules here. But the sublight amplifier, which has the pulse drive power stat, and the only one that can be boosted on that stat via adjacency, has all the highest possible bonuses. So then that basically gives you... I mean, technically, if you really want the highest pulse drive power possible ever, then you can only do it with one type of ship, and that's an interceptor, because the core module on an interceptor has a higher base pulse drive power stat than other ones. I believe it's 15% higher. Wait, what? So put in my... No, it does. So when I say the core module cannot be boosted, I mean purely by adjacency bonuses. Supercharged slots boost everything, which is why we want to put the core module in a supercharged slot. So you should definitely put core modules in these. Why can't I move that? Oh, it's because this is... I don't own the ship, for frick's sake. So yeah, we're not going for this one anyway. Binary Ironclad, man. Thank you, dude. Thanks again for the vids. Was able to extend my base's range based on your tips and also used your agency bonus video to get an S-Class Atlantic MT to over 56,000 damage with the neutron cannon. Nice! Hells yeah, man. Awesome. And thank you, man. That's super kind of you for the soup chat, dude. Hells the yeah. So, can you tell me... yeah, it'll be impossible on the same... So, if you do the Adrift expedition on a new save, then complete it and turn it to a normal save, you won't be able to do it again on that save from the anomaly thingy now. Or at least I've never tested that, but it doesn't make sense that you can, and it sounds like that's the case. Oh, there's one thing I want to check. So I'll have to do this again. So first one. I'm pretty sure it won't change. Just in case I put that in a different place. Nope, both the same. Cool. I wanted to make sure there was nothing tied to the module itself. I didn't think there was, but I couldn't remember for sure. Right, stations. So yeah, if anyone has any other questions about things like that, I am most certainly here to help. Adequate. High supply, that'll do. Habayaka. Yeah, I'll check. We'll check Rusty's channel for the video if we can't find one, you know, not too far in. Age of Praetorius. Das ist das Downing. Ew. And I see bloody one of them. How disgusting. Alright, we've been to that one. What's that here? That's weird. Flourishing, there we go. So, Pavelski. Going to get... There we go, cool. Sorry, my dashboard wasn't up for some reason. Hope we find a good one though. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions about stats, well, anything like what I've just spoken about, to be honest, anything about the game, I'll answer as best I can. If it's about numbers and data, I've probably got the answer. No. This is not the one that we are after. These are not the ones we're looking for. So, next, promising, satisfactory, straggling, prosperous, Bortiak. Rebuilt my ready pillar with gull wings, now it's a hunter killer. Oh, hells yeah. That's pretty cool. It is cool they've added this. Shabba-dee-doo. Yeah, there's rumours that they're going to be adding solar ships to it next. Nope. Do 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 do. Amadeus? I thought Amadeus was high economy. Balticus. And the next one? It is Baltic. So struggling, welfare, Ihunda, custom jackal. Hells yeah, man. Yeah, there's so many I want to do, but man, finding like the the perfect desk classification for all and stuff. It's rough. Tis rahoofness. Bodie. It's still fun though. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Quick note to everyone: if you build a base to help people during extras, please show refiner access in the options menu. Oh, so that's a thing now. That's a separate thing. Refiner access. Sword, if you're listening, man, you can control whether I can use your refiners or not. Why is that an option? Every base I've been to for a while I haven't been able to use a refiner. Thank you for letting me know. Right, I'll have a look at that in a sec. As soon as we get to the next place. Flourishing. Jangi. Ah, nice and so you are there. Okay, I'll set it next time I'm on. Legend Man. Yeah, it's just basically, so that makes sense why I haven't been able to use it. Why is that a thing? That's weird. Good to know. Building a new base now for people to visit. Hells yeah. Because if you have something refining, people can steal it. That should not be the case. That's never been the case. Whether what's in a refiner of yours is in a separate instance, it's local. I know it shouldn't be defaulted. I know it should be defaulted to access, yeah. So options. Okay, so it's not in there. It's not in there. Hey, so what's Adrift system access? I've never looked at these ease of use ones in the difficulty controls. Inventory transfer range, nearby infinite. That's useful. Base power standard free. Repetition standing gain, difficulty change. I don't know where this is. Under network. So it was under network. Oh yeah, can access refiner, group and friends, anyone, yeah. That is a weird option, man. Thank you for letting me know, though. That's good. To the above, I think the JC optimization tool idea would be best done in something as simple as Excel. Pretty grid-based, I may need to tinker with this. So, I don't know what you're referring to as above. So, if you mean as in a tool to be able to theory craft optimizations with the JC bonusing, that actually used to exist. It was made by someone called Ket. And he's the one who actually taught me how all the JC bonuses work. I wrote about how you gave me an idea about building a tool to optimize layers. Ah, okay, yeah. So, I don't know why I can't see that. I've got it to live chat, not top chat. Oh, because no, building a new. Oh no, building a new base. That's the last one I saw. That's weird. Psychology, kitchen point. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why your comment didn't show up. I can't see it in any of the things. Oh, cool. No need to reinvent the wheel. I'm not sure if it still exists though. I've many times considered like because I don't think he updated it. I think he just stopped playing the game. But I can't recall. I have to check it out. He may have updated it. There's many times I've thought of doing it myself, but I'm just not sure I'll ever have the time to focus on it. So much I need to learn because it does. So he did it in browser, and it was basically just like it was on it. He made it a GitHub app, super simple. You basically just click thing to bring up the list of the modules. You could drag and drop them onto the grid. Ket does have. He wrote a Steam guide with all of the details of how it all works, which is where I started with. I'm using your guide for Top Expo 13 right now. I have forward to left for a go shape. How's your day, Vonti, man? Swishness. Nope. Shedang these systems. Shabby doo, doobity doo 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 doo. So, enchant, Jangi, that's the one we're currently in. Promising. Nope. Adequate. Wealthy. Azinion. Azinion. But yeah, Ket and Pahefu taught me so much when I first started about like the maths of No Man's Sky. There's also another one, I can't recall his name, I really feel bad for that. He had a guide, I think, on GitHub about how the portal system worked, about how all the maths is done. That was incredibly useful. Taught me about all the shift and stuff. I did make a video on it there. Obviously, credit to him as well. Shabba, nope. Dust is not the ship I'm looking for. Satisfactory, developing. Still growing, man. It's like the biggest hee-hwa. It's the biggest anime trope, that is, isn't it? It's always like a flat-chested girl looks at a girl with large boobs and is like, am I still growing? Oof. So many tropes. No need to do swish. Right, Shidaisy. The new season for anime started as well, just. And it's not bad. There's some good ones in there. There's one called Dahlia Blooms or something, or Dahlia Blooming. And it's a super wholesome, beautiful animation. Would highly recommend it. Off the first episode if people are interested. It's based on this little girl whose father is an artificer or artificer. I'm not sure how you'd call that. Basically, an inventor of magic tools. And she gets super like, oh, this is amazing. I want to be one when I'm older. And it's like super wholesome type thing. Current system. Was it not telling me current system? Gone too far? Did I put it at the beginning? I stopped remembering the names because I could just check for current system whenever I just check in here. What's going on? There it is. I just missed it. Flourishing, it's amazing. You find the Vulture yet? Oh well, we're checking the stats now for with the Vulture parts in these stations. If we don't find it, There's not that many in my list anyway, so once we've gone through the ones stationed in my list, if we haven't found one that's satisfactory layout, we're going to use one that Ricey, I was calling him Rusty before, sorry Ricey. We're going to use a location that Ricey found. Which he's found one with a really good supercharged layout. Each time I play, I'm amazed at the evolution. I still remember shield pieces, columns of iridium, plutonium, etc. So different now. Yeah, I actually have a 3D printed plutonium crystal formation, like on one of my shelves over there. It was sent to me by Andy Krysek from the Galactic Hub. It's part of a contest thing they did. I think it's a base building thing, and I think I won or second placed it or something. Oh, I didn't see what type of system this was, like stat rate. Just me then, unable to access No Man's Sky. What do you mean unable to access it? In what way can you not access what exactly? Not what I'm looking for, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I'm looking for ships that are awesome. I want ones with cool stats and supercharged slots in a perfect formation. It keeps crashing suddenly back to desktop. I know boot up and it insta dies. It's if your memory XMP off. Most crashed at desktop. That is true. Yeah, what John said is a pretty damn good place to start. Played 20 minutes ago, all fine. One PC. I mean, have you tried restarting the PC? I know it sounds stupid, but if you haven't, restarting the PC is definitely one of the first things to go for. Well, just because it's only happening with No Man's Sky doesn't mean it isn't your system as well. I mean, it's unlikely, but it was working fine before. But sometimes when No Man's Sky can be quite process hungry at times, and that can show faults. Just me, the memory I have found is very high on the list, yeah. So so basically, often many miscrashes don't do crashes. Actually, yeah, if he's crashing back to the desktop, would it really be memory if he's crashing a desktop? Wouldn't memory just blue screen or crack out? Oh no, it sounds like you know more than me anyway, so I'd defer to you, Jono. Current system balance. Complicated mic man. How's it going, dude? Phew. How's it going, complicated man? Hope you're doing well, dude. High supply. Warp to white sun. Oh yeah. How cool would it be if friggin' one of the capital systems UAS had an amazing stat like good supercharged layout? Vulture, that'd be awesome. I've updated all drivers, cleared cache, etc. As for the norms, it suddenly crashed to desktop and now I can't access my game. Reboot if it still fails, check event viewer. Just fixed same crash to desktop for my son-in-law, had the same issue. It's been 42C here for the past 4 days. We have a reprieve today, it's only 38. Oh, by frick, man. John was telling me it's about to get ridiculous in California, heat-wise. Frick. Ew. I would not like that heat. ew, it's all sticky is it's very much a Butters weather. Textile up. Well, yeah, I mean, the south is, isn't it? But, like, isn't the north of California still pretty, like, you know, redwood forest and stuff? And I believe Complicated Mike is mid or above, along, like, vertically, I think. I know where John is, but I don't know how to say it roughly, so I'm not going to say it. 30 miles east of San Francisco. It's not supposed to be a desert. Yeah, there we go, yeah. Do. And it will be with you. Prosperous Dunduil. Sounds kinda elven. Welcome to Dunduil. Oh shit, why didn't this pop up? Yo, Walter Judd, man. Hells yeah, how's it going, dude? I don't know why, but your message... How did I not see that? What happened? Oh, I think I was looking at the frigging settings when I haven't, man. Walter, man, I'm sorry, dude. If you're still there, thank you for the frigging support, man. I hope you're doing well. And apologies for missing your message, dude. Jay, so to be sure, I've ripped all the files and binned the game for a fresh install and to remap and dodgy files. The crash was like I was being forced out my game by NMS or Steam. Wasn't. What makes it feel like you were forced out by the game or Steam? Usual crash like drive update or bottlenecking, etc. Oh, it wasn't the usual crash. So what exactly happened then? If you feel that way, something happened to make you feel that way. I'm just curious what that is. Do 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 do. And I'm Scooby on the doobie. It was an incidental crash, not a delayed crash. That actually sounds more memory-like. If it's instant. So like a memory crash wouldn't, like, you know, do the loading thing where it just keeps swirling around and then says he's not responding. System delays for the crash, it's out of date driver. Yeah, it's like a driver or something. But if it's memory, like John was suggesting, it would be instant, I think. But have you tried it though? It would only take a second to, I mean, if you say so. Like, if you haven't tried it, you don't know 100%. Unless you don't have it on XMP, of course. Unless it's not on an XMP setting. I mean, sure. Like, I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm pretty sure memory doesn't delay. Like, memory crashes when, like, you have... Like, if you have an unstable memory issue and you try to start a PC and it won't even load to desktop, it just crashes. It just goes. From my experience, anyway. I was thinking, I'm not even saying it definitely is. Shabby do current system, there we go. It looks like all the ones from here on were high economy systems, because I did used to go in that way where I'd only find the thingy. Your XMP is not official. It is, yeah, things were not supported on the official list for the. It would just instantly turn off. So about, I feel like that about Bungie, my 1-year-old PC took 20 minutes to load. Destiny load is not within minutes. XP just allows you to meet your RAM's max potential, but that depends if your motherboard is capped. Well, there's a few different things. It's not just that. Like XMP, yeah, it's an overclock. It's a sort of factory overclock, isn't it? It's not stable with every motherboard, though, and it's not always just based on the cap of the motherboard. Some memory XMP settings aren't stable with the motherboard, even though it's within the supposed cap. It's just not on the list of supported XMP and memory settings, or whatever. I hate it when my mother isn't stable. Good lord. And advanced. So yeah, my memory, I think still DDR4. I think it is 3600 megahertz. The base isn't anywhere near 3200 though, is it? I think, isn't the base for that 2800 or something? Or even less? I know mine's quite highly overclocked. Wasn't the cheapest. But it's pointless going higher on mine. I think you can go up to 4000 or 4200. Like, it's supported by the system, but because it's in 3900X, it just works best with 3600 or something. It was a very long time ago I built this now. I'll say very long time ago, many years. My board is base 3400, my RAM is 3600 ballistic. Board is base 3400? I don't know what the base for like DDR5 is. I mean, that's assuming it's DDR5. It must be, if the base is 300, it must be DDR5. Current system, right. Bosh. Affluent. Do. And switch. Come on, hopefully this one will give us a good one. Rugamegu system. What we gonna get? Oh well, we got the diagonals. I want the diagonals, but I can't see where the other two are. If the other two were together, like in a straight line, this would be perfect. But we can't see it, so let's move on. Moving on. Do 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 do. Medium supply, come on, affluent, here we go. Shouldn't have too many left now. Are the figurines worth for the speed increase? To be honest, yes, because the figurines, provided you got the space, of course, and it's not taking up the space that another module would have, you've got enough space to use every module ever in a fully upgraded technology on a ship. So yeah, definitely. It would be great if there was a way to add notes to stations, planets, etc., and then sort and search. Yes, I was thinking this, like being able to add tags and stuff, like keywords. Super useful. Nope. Did you watch the England match? No, I've never really been a big fan of watching sports. So like, yeah, I've just never really been a big fan. I used to sometimes watch the occasional England match or whatever, but I never really got that much from it. I'm the type who enjoys playing the sport, but I don't really get any joy from watching someone else play it. Satisfactory adequate advanced. There we go. Third rock from the blue sun. If a MOBA is capped to its CPU, say 3200, and your RAM is 600 PC, will force the 600 but to crash out because the CPU is capped. Hence, always make sure your board is rated. Sure, but memory can still cause issues and crash even if it's within the limit of the motherboard. Anyway, as with it, plus XOP kills your RAM anyway, as with the NEOC. Well, so depends. So some RAM, like my memory, has a lifetime guarantee, and that includes the XMP because that's what it's sold at. The XMP setting it came with is highly overclocked with really tight timings, and it's got a lifetime guarantee, so it doesn't really worry me that it might kill the RAM over time. Each board is different. Has any of the program crashed? Is this specific to anime? It sounds like it's specific to NMS, yeah. Or at least it only happened with anime. Oh, only one supercharge. Just my Tarkov and No Man's Sky, but now I can't access No Man's Sky at all. So it has happened with another one. So Tarkov. I have no idea about Escape from Tarkov other than I think Viva la Dirt League made a sketch on it, and it was like there was a joke where it was like really processor intensive or resource intensive in general. And I know No Man's Sky can be hungry sometimes. Not so much graphically, but okay, I've got 3090, so it's not going to press that. What's it at the moment? So if we go back in the game, let it load and stuff and see what it does. It's currently using 0.1% of the GPU. OBS is using 20%. There must be something else. Right, so let's find this next system. Oh, we're nearly at the end. 5 Korvax and a baby. These names. Okay, so we've run out of systems. Let's check the other one, I guess. Let's look around, see what it does to the GPU. It's got to be using more than 0.4% of the GPU. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on with Task Manager. Clearly not a very good... I mean, the power usage is high. The whole GPU is 34% of its power, and it's 65 degrees C. Pretty happy with how cool it is for streaming with a game on. XP isn't on systems and boot if I go past 200. Harsh on resources, NMS not so much. Oh, I'm basing my encounter on harsh on resources in the fact that there have been many times where a PC has got a bit warm, for seemingly no good reason with No Man's Sky. And it's possible they've done loads of optimization since this was a thing anyway. So like a curry dish. Ooh. It actually kind of does, Mike, but also no politics, please. I would say just try the RAM so they can see if it does help. Wish there was an auto sort button, group everything together instead of manually doing it. There is, isn't there? I suppose it's not an auto sort, is it? It just highlights. It's cool that I did these extra settings. Right, so let's check out Rice's video. Had my temps for NMS go beyond 50 and it never eats more than 6 GB, but Tarkov eats my resources. When you say 50, do you mean for CPU or GPU? I mean, either way, it'd be pointless to compare as, because, you know, different CPU, different GPU. I'm assuming so anyway. My CPU is quite old at this point, so I doubt that many people would have it, especially not mixed with a 3090. CPU's around 42, GPU's around 53, max for NMS. I have no idea what the normal temps are for mine. So what does it take it up to with Tarkov then? 5 coax and a baby sounds like a sitcom. I think that was probably the intention. Right, let's bring up Rice's channel. Rice's Starship Emporium. Do 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 do. Ship on Vulture to do. Imperial next generation. Ship to do. So, I assume it might be this one. Right, I think Ricey wouldn't mind me bringing up a video of his on my channel. If he does, then I apologise and I'll have a chat with him later or whatever. But like, I think he'll be fine with this, so I'll bring it up.
Hello.
Let's get on the stream. We're going to have a video reaction time. I'll also link the video in the chat, of course. Do, 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 do. The new update after Adrift, there will be, yeah, there will be one soon. I'm actually working on preparations for that next one. Oh, I need to put the display. There we go. Bring that up. Kick neighbour who's always high as a kite on Nip Nip. What? Oh yeah, the sitcom.
Welcome to my Starship Emporium. The anchor emoji dropped this morning, very early here in the UK, and then, surprise to us all, this afternoon, dropped the Adrift.
Oh, this is talking about the Iron Vulture. I thought, wait, let's have a look. This isn't the video we're looking for, I don't think. I thought Captain Steve said he found one. To Brew Crew. New next generation Starship, all new paint. Doodly-doo. Okay, so yeah, I'm not finding it here. Maybe there's a short. No, not that I can see. Community. I've no idea then. I'll have a quick check on his Twitter or X. Boots Expedition only. I may be wrong. Oh, I thought it was only a mod ship after obtaining it from the expo. Vulture isn't a crashed find, is it? No. So yeah, you can only get it from the end of the expedition. So like from complete the expedition, but then you can get it on the expedition save. If you got it on, if you started on existing save, switch back to your primary and keep making copies of the ship that's on your expedition and get as many as you want. I've got 9. I've made 9 on the one I'm on at the moment. I'm just quickly checking his Twitter, see if I can find a thing for this. Do 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 do. Hall of Building Live, Adrift, that was on the 1st of June. So maybe it was this, where he found it. I don't know if I can listen to that music, so we'll mute it for the moment. I guess, can I... Let's see. Right, he's looking at one. I don't know if he's hunting them or what. So let's see. Okay, no, that's... Oh, no. I don't think we're going to be able to find this. Just to catch up, how are you looking for an Epic S-Class Vulture via the mod station? So, looking... Mod station sounds like there's actually a thing called the mod station, which is the tool for modding the game. So not that, but from the ship building thing in the station, yes. He's found Vulture in the mod stat until he has a dub spec. Scrapped from his Vultures to create a custom, yeah. It's the only way you can get one. Yeah, one different from the thing, yeah. Yeah, I've been looking for the alarm supercharged. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to find this ricey one, so I'll have to give up on that. But we did find a decent one. And it could work. I'm just going to have a quick look at it, see if I can maybe think of a layout that would work well with it. The primary issue is that the secondary thing wouldn't have faults. Let's have a look at it again. Oh, so you're coming above. Sorry. Let's see. I can't see a comment from you above, seriously. Yeah. On all three. I've got 3 different versions of chat and I can't see it. I can only imagine there was a word in the comment that is banned for some reason. And so it didn't show it. I'll have a quick look at the banned words and see if I can see what it is and remove them. So superstars don't matter on their position, but your alignment does matter massively. The only perk this supercharge have is you wish to use the bobbleheads with their respective trails. I'm not quite sure I understand with that. So supercharged slot alignment, supercharged slots do matter, and their alignment matters to me. The only perk superchargers have is if you wish to use a bobblehead. So I don't understand your comment, sorry, Jay. What do you mean? So are you saying they don't matter on their position? Why is that? Let's see if we can find these bloody things. Settings. Moderation. Community. Okay, I'll remove that one. Might be that. If you put .com in it, don't. That will class as brand. It's actually .-com. And it starts acting really weirdly. Links are also blocked. I've not got many banned words either. I said the Game Hub has a video on YouTube that has a 4 square supercharged slot Vulture. Onto links and no.coms even. That's weird then. Why didn't it show up? I did hear there was an issue not long ago about, I think Midnight Or was having trouble. I had to add him as a moderator, then remove it, and it worked again. At least some of your comments are coming through. Supercharge slots power up almost anything you place in them. Yeah, it's basically a 25% increase. So if you have 4x4 supercharge slot, then that's said to be best used for bobbleheads and their trails. But split, then they provide no perks. Why would it be best used for bobbleheads and trails? Do you mean due to the... I think a lot of them... I can't remember exactly what all of them have at the moment, but a lot of them have maneuverability increases on them. It completely depends what you want to boost up, whether what you put in there. So like, as I was saying before, my preferred one would have 2 diagonal and then 2 separately elsewhere. Atlas has hyperdrive range. Yeah, but it's also only 50. And because hyperdrive range is an additive stat, it's pointless. It would be pointless to boost that 50. Like the core module has 100, so you'd want to boost that over that. And then every other module of any like S class or X class that's above the S class is gonna want to do that if you want hyperdrive range. Yeah, that's bubble. Just because you set the heads in center to boost all other trails and adjacency bobble heads. Yeah, but why would you want to boost just the trails and bobbleheads? That's what I'm asking. Is it because you have the maneuverability? I can't remember. Like, when it comes to stuff like maneuverability, you'd still be better off. I can't remember. There are 2 maneuverability stats. So there's maneuverability and there's boost maneuverability. Because maneuverability itself is a multiplicative stat, it doesn't matter what the actual amount on the module you're boosting is. It just matters that you boost the stat. That will apply to the whole. So it's kind of like, if you're going to boost that, why not boost a pulse engine module that has more than maneuverability, more stats than maneuverability, so then you'd boost more than just that. Because those only boost the trails and stats, you're wasting them if you split them up. Well, yeah, but why are you boosting them with the supercharged slot? You can put them together, yes, to get better adjacency bonus, but that's a separate thing to supercharged. Or we're not talking about supercharged. I usually like 3 slot adjacency for weapons and a separate one for pulse. Yeah, so basically what I want is 2 sets of 2. So a diagonal from a pulse engine so I can boost pulse drive power to the maximum. And then 2 for the weapon so that I can boost that. Like 2 supercharged slots together for a weapon is like, that's a lot of damage extra you're doing. Just boost the core and then probably the next module with the most stats on it. If it's like the damn it, what's it called? The shotgun one. Positron injector? That one. If it's that, you may want to consider the B class blueprint upgrade just because that has extra accuracy and range. And that's such a tricky stat. Like, it's only present on that. So if you boost that, you'll probably boost the damage more than if you just boosted one of the other ones because you're going to hit more. Because supercharges boost their respective stats plus their respective trails and their respective oppositions. No, the supercharged slot will not... The supercharged slot will boost the stat of whatever is on the thing that's in it. It won't boost the stat of the previous ones around it. If the stat on the module it's boosting is a multiplicative stat, then it will boost that stat as a whole. So like the sum of... It doesn't matter which of the modules that has that stat on that you boost, it will boost it in the same way. So you may as well boost something that has more than just that stat. As far as I remember, the trails only have maneuverability and maybe one other. So it's less... Yes, they do try and test, and I've tested a lot, and I know this. I know what I'm saying is correct. So, I guess we might just have to agree to disagree. Have a shoot with bobbleheads to try. I mean, it's possible I'm misunderstanding you somehow, but I don't think so. Would like to see this in real time. Have a shoot with bobbleheads to try. See this in real time. How would we measure this in real time? Tinkering my game later. Do you have a 4x4 ship? Right, let's have a look. Probably not. So, okay, right, I don't think I've got a ship like that, but how would you know that it's, how would you be measuring the result? Two times two, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be two by two, yeah. Like, yeah, he just means a cube. I assume. My only thought is that I'm not understanding what you're getting across. Because I've done extensive testing on supercharged slots, I know how they work. You do? I do. So, set all main bobbleheads in the super slots, then all trails outside of them, and set your normal text. Well, how are we setting all the normal text? And you're saying put all the trails... So you're saying put the bobbleheads, main bobbleheads in the supercharged slots, and then the ones around it. I mean, we can still theory craft this anyway. We know how adjacency works. Perks the trails offer, thought they were decorative. They probably just have a maneuverability or something. Haven't experimented. Let's bring this up. So, where am I going to get these stats from? I doubt they've changed in the last one. Wait, no, I'll bring up the game files. I've got 4.63 files. I'll do. So yeah, what? How are you suggesting we set all the normal text? What do you mean by that, please? And does it matter how they are set? Do you just mean put them elsewhere, however you want to do it? Boost their respective stats plus their respective trails and their respective oppositions. So what do you mean by respective oppositions, by the way? And what do you mean by boosting respective trails? Do you mean the trails that... Are you talking about just how the bobbles and trails will have adjacency with each other? Like the border will appear, so they'll gain from each other? Because what I'm asking is, why would you want to supercharge slot, the pink slots? Why would you want the bobbleheads in those over modules with better stats? Photon is their main gun, but as far as I know, laser and infra don't. What do you mean by main gun? Okay, here we go. Vertical, left to right, like so. Thrusters. Main, engines, main, pulse, main, warp, main, shields, photon, infra, lasers to the far right, set, rate. Oh my god. Ironclad seems to understand what you mean though, so I have no idea. So vertical, left to right, like so. Thrusters, main, engine, main, pulse, main, warp. Yes, yes, as seriously said. Could you upload some screenshots to the Discord? That will make it so much more easy. Photon has its own main gun. So no laser and infra don't. Yeah, this isn't going anywhere through chat. Could you upload some screenshots, please? I need a better explanation than this. I still actually don't... You still haven't... You might have tried, but you still haven't explained, like, why boosting those bobbleheads in the center is a good idea above boosting other modules. No, look, dude, I'm not following. I'm not just going to follow your instructions when I don't understand what you're telling me to do. Could you upload screenshots, please? That's the only way we're doing this at this point. Modules, bobbleheads, 100%. Yeah. Oh, you don't have any screenshots of doing this, even though you've done extensive testing? It's too hard of a text. Yeah, a screenshot would work well, yeah. Remember, it crashes. I know, but if you've done extensive testing, you should have some screenshots somewhere. They're the first to bloody ask. Well, all I've asked is why are we supercharging bobbleheads? That's my literal entire question this whole time. So, at this moment, I feel like I've wasted far too much time over this without any actual evidence or a good max stats. What? That without a good detailed explanation of exactly what you mean, why you're doing whatever, how it would possibly work. This is... I'm not sure I see the point of this. So, if you have something that... right, what stat gets better with bobbleheads in super slots versus no bobbleheads? Which exact stats? Yeah. There's no reason to supercharge the bobbleheads or trails versus your ground modules. Yes. Or even the core modules. So right, unless you can bring this, I'm interested if you got something, but currently, for the last 20 minutes or so, I've seen no evidence of anything. You give me no good reason, and I can't continue to waste time on this. Not a stream with people watching. So, if you set a primary trail, any other trails will become secondary. What do you mean by primary or secondary? So the only way I can take that is maybe that the primary trail is the one the ship uses for its actual trail that's like being shown when you fly the ship. Otherwise, what is the definition of a primary and secondary trail? Right, for the moment I guess we're just going to have to, because we couldn't find Rice's, we'll pop some more systems, see if we can find. We do have the previous one. First set is primary, every other set after is secondary. And what do you mean by primary and secondary? In what way? What is trail? There's no distinction primary versus secondary that I'm aware of. Yeah, that's what I'm asking, yeah. Right, let's head to another system. Just anywhere, I guess, that is high economy. Oh, do I not have an economy scanner on this ship? Would appear so. First one you place is the one that shows. Yes, but so what makes it primary? And this is how streams get derailed. I know, right? Scratch his head. You're just saying it's primary because it's primary. It's the first. So why is that a thing? Why does that matter? So why does it matter that all of the trails are secondary? What's that? See if we can find the economy scanner. It's probably in here somewhere. Hey, perfect. Oh, I also may as well boost some of these. So 247, 241, 243. So if we're going to boost any, it's going to be that one. That is... It's a lesser bonus, I guess. That's a pesky way it's out there. I don't have the We definitely want to boost that. We can move this to here, I guess. Move this over here. This will do for the moment. I don't think it matters really. So I have that, but don't have the actual weapon. Positron ejector. Fragment supercharger. There we go. We got a weapon, we got shields, we got a pulse drive. Hype drive is meh, it's okay. However, there's only 10% in it. Well, it must matter for you to mention it. But it does matter how you play. It's not always a trend. Sometimes it's someone mentioning food. Each solution there, just novelties that add some flair and don't excessively impact anything. Actually, the thing is that they are useful. So, right, here's the reason bobbleheads and trails or whatever are useful. As far as I can remember, a bunch of them have the maneuverability stat on them, and they can gain adjacency bonus from each other. The maneuverability stat is a multiplicative stat, which means just adding a adjacency bonus to something which has the maneuverability stat on it will add that 3 or 4% multiplicative adjacency bonus to the entire stat. It's not like it's just adding it to that little bit that's on the module, it's adding it to the whole thing. So your maneuverability might be like 500, you're basically adding 4% to that 500, so it's substantial. And that's why it's actually really good to group those in a way where they'll gain some great adjacency bonus. What you wouldn't want to do is supercharge them with the supercharged slot, because it's a waste of a slot. You could get the same result and loads extra by supercharging pulse engine upgrades, because they also have the maneuverability slot. Launch thrusters, they have the boost stat. I think might somehow boost maneuverability. I can't recall. So yeah, there are reasons. There's a lot of modules with the maneuverability stat, and having them and putting them in. I think so on their own. By the way, they're not very powerful. So the maneuverability stat that you'll find on these is going to be 0.05 or 0.005. So it's a really tiny. It's either 0.5 or 0.05% bonus. It's like almost nothing. However, the adjacency bonus that will be applied to that, because it's multiplicative, will be a 4% bonus, so it massively increases it. So there is a really good reason to adjacency bonus modules with a maneuverability stat on it. And if you put it on a supercharged slot, it would increase that by 25% over the whole thing, which is huge. But you could also do that on a pulse engine upgrade, which has that same stat, and then will still apply it in the exact same way to maneuverability. If two modules have the same stat that's multiplicative, so one of the bobbleheads has 0.005 and the main module has 0.2 or something, that 25% will apply to both of those and the whole stat in the exact same way, because it adds it to the entire sum. So right, anyway. Some do, some don't. Personally, I don't use them as devs didn't provide enough slots total to use them. It'll make sense for me personally. Place may affect stats, but to use supercharge slot for a bobblehead is dubious. But use them for sure. There's a heat wave in America, eh? Complicated. Let's find a new system. There's a black market. I can't even use those anyway, can I? There's no ship builder on them. Prosperous. That'll do. Wait, Norongo Abba. I think I might have been here before. That looks best, so I just use that to give my ship some aesthetic. Do 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 do. Age of Aquarius. Oh, this is First Contact. I could have sworn I've been to a place with this name. It's just very similar. It is procedural. Shiz can happen. I believe someone found an NPC called Zane before. One of the guys in the council linked it. Although it wasn't the full spelling, but it was Zane. Just a slightly different spelling. Freaking hell. Jason would love this place. Freaking pinky purple everywhere. This is like the perfect Jason colour. I don't have rocket boots on this one. Dang. Age of Aquarius. Oh yeah, as we're doing this, I may as well check the mortals as well. Nope. Oh, A-class. We could check to see if it has a cool model on it. What do you guys think? Or shout... Actually, yeah, I'll quickly put a vote in. Because I'm happy either way. Plus poll. It's a very quick poll, so you'll have to vote quickly. Check for alien experimental or continue for Vulture. Boop boop doo. And stop all. Do 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 do. I'll stick to whatever you decide. Ba ba ba, boo boo doo, ba da ba ba ba, ba da ba ba, ba da ba 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 ba. Assembler. Nope, awful. Nothing good. Oh, for the version I've got shown up on my screen, I can't see why people have actually voted. Okay. It's narrow, but it's Check MTs is winning very slightly. Vulture results was basically known already. MTs can be a fun surprise. I suppose, yeah, it's only the supercharged slots we're looking for as the Vulture, isn't it? So I'll give it 10 more seconds and then I'll go with whatever it says. You think they'd have matched them to their respective tech, so Atlas to warp, that's his face to thrusters or whatever, but they don't work that way, which is weird when they provide those specific stats. The Vulture and results we basically do. Okay, cool. Right, well, okay, now it's 50-50. Frick's sake. Okay, well, I kind of want to check what the MTs are like, so we'll do that. It might be 50-50 because I said what it was looking like, so the people are like, actually, no, I don't want to see that, so they clicked it. There's only 8 votes anyway. Right, let's, we'll quickie check. If we can do it quickly. That is these are freaking cool engines, though. Oh, it's my ship, of course it's cool. Oh, for goodness sake. Thought I was still in a different ship then. Bias in the data. Bias in the data. No clue what the setting is, so technically can't vote. What the setting is? What do you mean? So, for anyone who's curious, basically what we're going to do now is quickly fly to each planet and then back to the space station. What it is you are looking to do. Okay, right, so basically we're checking whether there's a cool multi-tool, an alien or experimental within the pool of this station. So to do that, we're switching out in that A-class one because if it's A class, I'll explain while I'm doing this actually, because otherwise we'll just stand there. So, when you see an A class module in a cabinet, oh god, I'm going to have to go even further back than that. So, multi-tools. Multi-tools work in an interesting way. So, a multi-tools model, there are multiple models per... Oh my god, where do I start with this? So, a multi-tool cabinet. A multi-tool cabinet will define the supercharged layout, so where the supercharged slots are on said multi-tool, as well as the class of the multi-tool. So, each multi-tool model can be... has a base class. So say that we're looking for a model and its base class is A class. You can find that multi-tool as B, A or S, one above or below its actual default module class. Model class. So we've found a cabinet here that will show A class multi-tools. And it will show any, it has the potential to show any multi-tools model that has a default class of B, A or S. However, it's highly likely that it's showing ones with a default class of A, and it's likely showing the highest version from the pool of A class that it is able to show. Which means if we find something that is A class and looks cool in this, there's a good chance we can find that same model as an S class on a different planet in this system. Now, each planet, the space station counts as one in this respect, has a pool of multi-tool models that it can pick from depending on the cabinet you're looking at. If you, the ones it picks from is based on roughly two things: the class of the cabinet, so what class of multi-tool it will show, as well as something else, because you can find two cabinets on the same planet, both B class with two different multiples in them. So I don't know what that second thing is. This is the A class one. So as you can see, this is not a particularly cool looking one, but it is still A class. So we don't care about this. So that is from the planet we just went. So when you go and load, save and reload on a planet, it will, whatever planet you load in on, including the space station. So if I reload on the space station now, because it'll only take a second for me to do that, I'll show you that that multiple is back to the one we originally went to. Oh yes, okay, Vulture it is then. Auto-regen them. We invented the transistor. Then the War of 1812 happened. Back when the continents began to separate. Does anyone have any questions on multi-tool spawning? Because this would be a good opportunity for me to answer them. But now we'll look back and see it's changed again. It's back to the one it was when we originally came. So we're going to quickly land on the other planets in the system and change, save, then reload to change the multiple that shows up in that cabinet. And if we find a cool one, then we can look for an S-class cabinet somewhere in the system, which can take some time, and then load that awesome looking multi-tool in that S-class cabinet, and we found ourselves an awesome S-class multi-tool. That's how people hunt for them. Yes, I'll sort through it later. Right, so I guess the next one will be the one behind this planet. Yeah, as long as... this is why I was carrying on while I was explaining, because otherwise we'll never leave here. So I think this was a moon, was it? No, it's a planet. Oof. The Royals are pretty nice looking. Yeah. So when it comes to Royals, they're slightly different. So for Royals, I believe every Sentinel pillar on an individual planet has the same class. I think. It's been a while since I've looked into Royals. What's the other one? Let's all put it in the same. However, you can switch the model out by doing the same save and reloading on the planet. Please proceed. I was going to say, have I got contract on? The frickery chicken. Any inside data on the anomaly object that provides a warp gate, does it go anywhere special? Ooh, I did look into this a while back, but it was when they first added them. I believe it was... So, I believe it was random, but I think it is... Like... So it's random, but I'm pretty sure where it pops out will send you to the same place. So it's basically unpredictable because it's almost impossible for you to time it perfectly and fly out to an exact space. It's not impossible, but it's almost like for the average person. You'd have to basically set up macros and pray that there's no lag of any kind, or at least the lag is always the same for when you enter pulse and everything, and you would need to exit at the exact same point. Now that is possible because the way the space points of interest work is that... Oh wait, did I reload them? I don't know if I did. I'll reload again. So the way that space points of interest work is that they run on a timer of your time in pulse from when you load in to that system. So if you find a... this is how we know where to find like certain things like derelict freighters without emergency broadcast receivers or emergency signal scanners that they've changed to. Because some systems have those show up randomly. And that's great because you can get them without paying a load of units. And basically, points of interest will... so to find it, you load in, then you start pulsing, and it might take like 5 minutes and 43 seconds for it to pop up. But every time you do that and reload in that system, pulsing for 5 minutes and 43 seconds will always pop up that same point of interest. That's basically how it is. So this is kind of a fractal mechanic based on your starting point. Not your starting point. I expect it is based on the exact point, the coordinate in space that the gate shows up at. So in order to get that gate in the exact same place every single time, you'd have to like do your movements exactly and then to pulse the exact same time, no lag. And you need to get to that exact point and drop out at the exact same time. And we're talking maybe worse than to the frame, because it will be counting in milliseconds probably. Most things in this game run on procedural generation based on coordinates. So that's why if you have like buried tech or something, or you have like a damaged machinery, and it gives you like an S-class technology or something, or the buried cache gives you an X-class, everyone who ever goes to that exact one that you got it from will always get that exact same thing that you got. And that's because what it drops is based on where that machine is. And it's the case for pretty much everything. Even Atlas words, Dark Lord did some research on this. He found that Atlas words from an Atlas station, whether they give you a word, is actually based on the location of the station, and so the things in the station that give you the word. Redonkulous. But that does allow us to find things like treasures and technologies and stuff in things like that, and be able to mark the location to people so that they can find them. I did actually set up a list of damaged technology on a specific planet with a basic route using like a friggin' Pythagoras theorem thing to like work out the distance on like a globe. So you could go from damaged machinery that, or buried caches or whatever, to find these modules going through. Hello Games made you an offer yet? No. They never will. I'm very much an amateur. I'm just an enthusiastic one. I just love this kind of shit. It appeals to my innate autism. I'm looking for the multiple, aren't I? Nope, that's not particularly cool. Next planet. Oh, I'm looking a bit low for the camera. Looks weird when there's a load of space above me head. This is the dawning of the age of Fredorians. Oh, no, let's go to this one next. That's who I went to, is one of the furthest away, so shouldn't be too bad from the rest. Ah, delicious. Lingonberry. So, any more questions? It's a perfect time for it while we're waiting for traveling. I spent 3 weeks of messing with text just to get my scanner stats to 89 times 3 with quad. 15,000 when I scan for fauna. It pays me 500k in minerals pay 350k, but it took me Pish? What flavour vape? It is vampire vape. Heisenberg, the flavour is. It's basically a kind of tutti frutti with a bit of aniseed and menthol. They're very light menthol, but it's nice. It doesn't burn through coils either. Like my coils last me like weeks. Like one coil can last me like 2 months even if I'm really with it. I have a nice creamy pecan. Ooh. Yes, pecan. Nice with coffee. Restore point. So yeah, also yeah, doing the so the scanner's useful, but it's not that useful. But getting the scanner, like the multiplications for the cache up is great. I can't remember. I know John has achieved 520k with that for the rares. Because, okay, here's some extra information on that. So, when it comes to scanning, minerals are, of course, the lowest, and the extra is based on, like, the base cost of them. So, minerals give the worst. I believe flora are a bit better than minerals, but you'll generally find there's only one. So, all minerals and all flora will give the same amount of money from scanning them. Well, minerals are different to flora, but, like, all minerals will give the same, and all flora will give the same. However, fauna have 3 different tiers of scanning cache. There's common, rare. Oh, there's common, uncommon, and rare. So the rares will obviously give a stupid amount of cache. These are the ones that can get up to like 520k or something. And if you have like a full set of 3 like X-class top tier scanning bonus things, then you're getting some tasty freaking units every time you drop down to a station for very little effort. It's a really nice way for the ones who just want to explore to be able to make some cash and not have to build like a freaking stasis device farm. So, how's it going, Dark Lord, by the way? But so the grudge, that redeem, was because I accidentally deleted an item that I think I required like 10 to 20 different scaffolding items to be able to get into that specific position with glitch building, and I accidentally yeah, I had to rebuild everything. It sucked. Do you confirm the derelict reactor? What am I confirming specifically about the derelict reactors dropped from... Well, the reactors dropped from derelicts. What am I confirming, sorry, specifically? Yeah, scanner was the worst thing to get sorted out and still has potential, but stuff like that, I'm good. I still need to sort my infra knife and lasers for my main ship. Infra knife's a great weapon. It's quite satisfying as well. It feels like, because it's lasers, it feels like a light, like a machine gun, but it does some good damage and it's nice and fast. I love the positron ejector, I really do, and it's definitely the most stupidly destructive, but it also but it's also just such short range. I used to love the cyclotron ballista. Cyclotron ballista and positron ejector were my main two weapons back in ZD, but to be honest, the photon's better nowadays as well. I don't mind the photon. I also love popping in with a starting off with a rocket to take down most of the shields, and then just quickly switch to like. Oh, I can't like the phase. I used to love the phase, but they kind of nerfed a bit compared to the others. So there are multiple different types of derelicts. If you're thinking of the type where it comes to like the innards, so what's inside. So some will have like scores of those pulsating sacs that drop if you disturb them. They'll drop a load of those little horrible squishy aliens. There are other ones where it's like where it's primarily what's it called, like automated defenses, so like laser turrets and stuff. There's also different types of layout. So there's ones that are like labs. There are ones that are more just workspaces and stuff. Then there's ones where you can actually find like ships in a hangar, a small hangar, and the ships will give you a technology if you interact with them. They're pretty cool. There's a fair bit of variety, and so when it comes to the game mechanics and rules for what defines different derelicts, so each system has its own derelict, and if you, no matter where in that system you find that derelict, it will always be the exact same layout with the exact same enemies, and every single box in that layout, in that derelict, will drop the same thing as they would if, like, each time you go there. Which is why, like, actually we'll get into that in a sec, but like, so the only thing that differs is the final engineering terminal. And that is because, so the final engineering terminal will always give you the same amount of nanites if you choose the nanites option. The bulkhead doesn't matter anyway. Now, when it comes to the first option to get freighter technology, one thing has been added to those, which is the reactors, and it seems that it can be a C, B, A or S. Best time is 25 seconds. I think I have you beat on that. Mine's 5 or 10 or something stupid. That was using the shuffle back in the day with the shortest route one. Because there were no doors to get through. I just basically shuffled between and it was like there. I think. It's been years, man. And so, with that last option, the first option in the engineering terminal to give you tech. So, every derelict freighter you get in that same system will always drop the same class of that tech. So, if it drops as S-class, you'll always get that S-class freighter technology. However, it will be random of which of the 7 types of S-class or of freighter technology that it will be. The new added thing is are the reactors. Now, there's one thing I don't know for sure, and that's whether the reactor will always be the same class from the same derelict, or whether you'll always get a reactor if it can drop a reactor, or whether the reactor is just now an 1/8 of the random technology you can get from it. But I suspect it will always be the same class when it drops. Oh wait, no. We've already, Dark Lord's already negated that. So Dark Lord tested it. I think you went to the exact same one, didn't you? And it dropped a C class of that reactor. So we already know that isn't the case. And did it? Oh, and it took you 3 tries to get the reactor to drop. So we know that that's random. Okay, cool. They're on Team Neutron Cannon. I actually love the Neutron Cannon. Especially for derelicts. It's really good for derelicts. Because if you get a pulsating sack, you can just shoot the sack. Like, just do a double tap. And it just kills everything. No, when? Isn't that the same one as before? But I definitely reloaded. Oh, look at that wing, all looking all red and shit. Is it the same one? It might be. See, clearly I really like that wing. Yeah, it's really good AoE. It's really good against Sentinels as well, because sometimes they'll group and you'll hit the middle one. It hits like 4 Sentinel drones at once and just destroys them all. It's amazing. Love it. Right. I don't think we got many more left. Nuclear station stuff. Mainly photon versus halls or lasers versus shields. Infra versus main guns and sentinel camps. You just have the system now when allowing summoners to do their thing. Yeah. So yeah, that's a... I made a couple of videos on this about like a super fast way to get nanites in a fun way as well. Basically just battling sentinels. But to maximize the amount of sentinels you get, you want to go on an planet with an extreme planet, extreme sentinel planet. This will mean that you'll have waves with 2 summoners in, not just 1. You also have more summons in general. You then piss them off and kill everything but the summoners and the healers. So if you don't like, they will only summon a certain amount of healers or drones. So you want to keep the healers alive, even though they're a bit annoying, but keep them alive so then the summoners are only summoning drones, because the drones are the ones that will drop the barrels with the salvage glass in them. Healers won't. So you basically just keep letting them summon drones, instantly kill them, both of the summoners as they're doing it. So every few seconds you're getting 4 new drones, you just kill them. And I think there's a... Is it a... I think there's a... There's a 30... I think there's a 30% chance of dropping a salvage glass per barrel. And there's a 60% chance of that salvage glass giving you a technology module that is worth 500 nanites. So you can see where this goes. You can get like 100k nanites an hour doing this. Or near enough. Now there are faster ways technically. Did I reload then? Yeah, I did, yeah. There are technically faster ways, but this is like one of the fastest legit ways with no dodginess. It's like one of the other faster ways. Oh, one of the faster ways is runaway mold, but it requires such a huge setup, and you can't really do it on anything but normal mode or like relaxed or something. You can't really do it on survival or permadeath because of the slot limitations. Because that means you can only put like 500 or whatever runaway mold in a refiner at the same time. But if you can put like 10k in a refiner, then it's worth it. It'll be quicker, and you can do like 200,000 nanites an hour doing that. But it does require obviously a massive efficiency setup. I also made a video on that as well. Oh, when you fire it, you hold down to charge it. You can fire it quickly, and it will do decent damage. But if you hold it down to charge it before you fire, it'll deal like 1,000% damage. It's way higher. It's creeped up a bit because each aerial centaur is almost a one-shot kill, not charge. Bloody hell. Wrong one again. I keep going to that. Nope. Right, I think do we have one more planet in the system? No, that's all of them. Okay, next system. Basically no need right now, just need more power. Now, if you're talking about the stats of a neutron cannon, one of them is ion spheres. extra iron spheres will multiply damage massively. However, remember that iron sphere stat is essentially a additive stat, which means you'll gain very little from adjacency bonuses toward it, similar to like hyperdrive bonus. I'm considering it'll only take effect if you have like whole numbers on,